So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. So listen, when it comes to sunken cities, lost cities, however you want to classify it, you know what I mean? I always get mixed opinions about that. Some people believe, let's take Atlantis, for example. Some people feel like it's fake. Some people feel like it's real. Some people, you know what I mean? I always get a back and forth mixed opinion type of situation, you know, especially when it comes to Atlantis. And I feel like people have been debating that since well before my parents decided to get together, have fun one night. 9 months later, I appeared. You know what I'm saying? It's been going on for quite some time, you know, but it still intrigues me. I still enjoy the what if aspect of it. So this video here is 5 sunken cities. Looks like they are from Aquaman. 5 sunken cities that look like they're from Aquaman. All right, so we're gonna check this video out. If you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button and join the fam. What is you doing? Hit that button. Let's check this video out. See, what gets me about them, let's look right here, is that when they do like animations and different videos. Now, don't get me wrong. We've learned, the water can preserve some things. You know what I mean? We've seen some great discoveries for some things and you're like, wow, that was still in good condition. That was still in good shape. You know, it can, but when they go this far and make it look like, you know what I mean? Just the city has no damage to it whatsoever. Like you can move in it right now. You know what I'm saying? You can pay your first month deposit and move in one of these buildings. That's what make me laugh. You know what I mean? And kind of make me side sometimes with the people that be like, yo, that's a myth. It's fake.
Question for you. Do you think Atlantis could be real? It remains as one of history's greatest mysteries. The legend began with Plato, all the way back in ancient Greece. The tale of a civilization that formed and prospered before our own. Atlantis was supposedly a highly technological society, much like the Mayans. But, as the legend says, due to the people's greed, they were punished by a flood that destroyed and submerged their cities.
That's another video I want to check on and do one on the Mayans. Remember the whole Mayan calendar craze that went through? Like, it came through like a tidal wave, especially around that time when that date, I forget what the exact date was. Y'all remember that? It was insane, had all of us scared.
People's greed. They were punished by a flood that destroyed and submerged their cities. Different theories try to guess Atlantis' location. Some say it was in the Mediterranean Sea. Some say it's beneath the Bermuda Triangle. But, as science has shown us, Atlantis may be only an allegory for humankind. Today, you'll discover several amazing underwater cities that you have never heard of. They existed indeed, and are not just a myth. We're taking you on an excursion to the underwater city of Baia, which is on the coast of Italy. Known as the Las Vegas of the Roman Empire, Baia was a resort city. The Roman elite traveled there for recreation. Imagine an open-air spa. That was Baia. You can visit the submerged town by scuba diving and get close to that perfectly preserved, magnificent Roman sculpture. A true underwater wonder.
Wow.
You can spot the crumbled temples and buildings through glass-bottom boats. This is a moss-covered museum in Claudio's Nymphaeum.
Wait. Back it up. Glass-bottom boats? We have glass-bottom boats that people get on to be able to look down and see stuff like this. Where have I been? First time I'm hearing that, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Where have I been? Because I had no idea we had that. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's definitely like, you know what I mean? To take like an excursion and do that and go do that, that would be super cool, super dope.
Glass-bottom boats. This is a moss-covered museum in Claudio's Nymphaeum. To your left, you can see a collection of classical Greek statues. Swimming down the Via Herculeana, you'll arrive at Villa Aprotio. Villas are Italian-style houses, and here you can admire the original marble floors.
Wow.
Notice the black and white patterns and the astounding shapes they make. Next, you'll arrive at Portus Julius. Can you see the collapsing wall structures at the bottom of the seafloor? You'll see well-preserved columns and limestone floors. Behold the ruins of the thermal baths of Lacus. The remaining multicolored mosaics are something great to see. You'll see their orange, blue, and green tiles if you get close enough. At Pisoni's Villa Pila, you'll see 25 preserved Roman pillars. Notice the arches, the frescoes nearby, and the magnitude of this well-kept treasure. The city was located over natural volcanic vents, so there were hot springs to be used at will. People went there looking to have an excellent time. And when I say people, I mean some of the great Roman emperors we learn about in school: Nero, Cicero, Caesar. But around the 8th century, the city was sacked and the luxurious town was abandoned. Slowly, the water level rose and the city started to drown. You are on a summer vacation off the coast of Greece, 4 hours outside of Athens in the Peloponnese Peninsula on Pavlo Petri. You dust off your snorkel and head for a free dive on a bright sunny day. Sometime into the dive, you start noticing patterns on the seabed. 13 feet below the surface, the outline of familiar objects starts to appear one by one. As you continue swimming, what looks like the outline of an entire city emerges before your eyes. You wonder, how could water have taken the whole city? Rocks are perfectly aligned into what appears to be the foundation of a building. Nicholas Fleming, a British oceanographer on vacation in Greece, was the person that discovered Pavlo Petri. He was documenting the seafloor artifacts. The team found the site filled with pots, storage vessels, and tools. A quern stone, for instance, is a tool used for grinding grains and turning them into flour. Multiple amphoras, which were found then, indicate that this settlement dated back to the Bronze Age, 5,500 years ago, when people started living in towns. The settlement is believed to have lasted for over 2,400 years. Pavlo Petri is considered today the oldest submerged town yet found, and it's impressive that it wasn't a simple village. It was a vibrant port city with stone-built buildings, a marketplace, streets, and even squares.
Now, them saying the stone-built buildings, imagine us right now, something submerging and putting us underwater. Like, take, for instance, Georgia. What are our buildings made of right now? Our homes and different things made of? A whole bunch of particle board and different things like that. Bro, if we submerge, they ain't gonna be able to find nothing. Nothing. Ours ain't, I just feel like ours ain't gonna hold up. They ain't pretty much made of nothing. But back then, yeah, them stone, yeah, those are holding up. Those homes survived anything just about. You know what I mean? I just feel like what we live in nowadays, as soon as the water hit it, it's gone. It's probably gonna flow with the water. It's gone.
Let's continue our exploration and find secrets in other underwater cities. You are diving off the coast of the Ryukyu Islands. Pacific waters are far from smooth. There's a strong current pulling you into the deep sea. Suddenly, you see a huge structure thanks to the sunlight shining down on the seabed. At first, it looks like Machu Picchu's ruins across the globe in Peru. As you approach it, you slowly figure out its form. A pyramid-shaped structure, arches, staircases. It's something that could have easily been a palace or castle. Could this also be a sign of human activity? What you just saw is known today as the Yonaguni Monument. It also goes by the name of Japan's Atlantis. The entire monument is about the size of 5 football fields and the height of a 5-story building. Its most surprising feature is its expansive terraces that host large crowd gatherings. Explorers and scientists believe that Yonaguni dates back to 10,000 years ago. But whether it is a man-made structure or a natural formation is still under debate. For Japan's top marine geologist, Professor Masaki Kimura, Yonaguni is the heritage of a lost civilization. Kimura has dived into exploring the ruins over 100 times over the past 10 years. According to him, there are clear signs of human activity down there. The triangle pool, located on the monument's surface, is a triangle-shaped concave that is a historical symbol of water fountains in the region. There is also a giant turtle carved on the eastern side of the structure. And according to Kimura, turtles have an important cultural meaning. Several pieces of stone tools have been recovered from the site, Their estimated age dates back to 10,000 years ago. However, not all scientists are convinced of the same. For many, Yonaguni is the result of thousands of years of erosion. The fact that the monument...
And see, that's the thing, man. That's what... This video is dope, but at the same time, it makes me sit back and go, dang, they always say history is destined to repeat itself. And if this was happening and has been happening, multiple cities have been found, then how long before it happens again to one of these beloved cities that we know of? You know what I mean? I always thought Florida would be the one. It's always getting hit by hurricanes and different things like that. You know what I mean? Or maybe somewhere where that's on the borders that has a volcano or something like that, you know, and then the tide rises and all that type of stuff like that, and it sinks one after it breaks apart or something like that. Maybe one of these islands or something like that, you know? That's the harsh reality of hearing this information from our past, knowing that history could quite possibly repeat itself, man. It's the scary part.
Yonaguni is the result of thousands of years of erosion. The fact that the monument is composed of one massive rock leads them to believe that it is not human-made. The defined edges and flat surfaces resemble a natural formation occurrence in Northern Ireland, known as Giant's Causeway. A series of interlocking basalt columns look like the ruins of a palace, but they were the result of volcanic activity in the region. Well, stay tuned for more underwater...
See? You heard that, right? Hold on.
Series of interlocking basalt columns look like the ruins of a palace, but they were the result of volcanic activity in the region. Well, stay tuned for more underwater discoveries. The next stop on our voyage is one of today's most famous underwater cities that has turned into an underwater archaeological park. The city of Port Royal in Jamaica exists today only below the surface. But in 1692, it was one of the wealthiest cities in the Western Hemisphere. Port Royal was the center of the British Empire at the time, and an important trade city that attracted people from all over. It was also home to real-life pirates of the Caribbean. On the morning of June 7, 1692, the people of Port Royal met a different fate than they probably expected. The bars and restaurants beaming with life woke up shaking. People were taken out of bed with the power of a massive earthquake, estimated today at 7.5 on the Richter scale. One survivor says he saw the earth opening up and swallowing the town whole. What he said...
That's what I'm saying right there. And you can't plan... How you plan for that? How do you plan for that? You can't plan for that, bro. You heard of the story? They just woke up one morning to the entire earth shaking. History doomed to repeat itself. Possibly, I can't say that for sure, you know what I mean? But it just feels like it sometimes, man. Make you want to live. Hey, that's why I keep saying live life to the fullest, bro. I imagine people was expecting to wake up to a normal, regular day in one of the richest cities.
Quake, estimated today at 7.5 on the Richter scale. One survivor says he saw the earth opening up and swallowing the town whole. What he said could be true, as the city was mainly built over sand. The ground sucked buildings, roads, and everyone above. Geysers erupted, and finally, waves as big as 10-story-high buildings hit the city. About 33 acres of the city disappeared underwater, and amazingly, most of its 17th century remains lie in good condition under 40 feet of water. In the ruins, archaeologists have found taverns, storage rooms, kitchens, and recreational buildings used for diverse purposes. You can see a grand lion statue, a submerged bridge, and many picturesque arches. Now, do you fancy a trip to India? Just outside its coast lies another sunken marvel. A site known as the Lost City of Cambay is located on the Gulf of a similar name. It remained hidden until 2001, when the National Institute of Ocean Technology did a routine water assessment. With sonar technology, which sends a wave of sound to the bottom of the sea, they found something far beneath the surface. Images showed well-defined geometric shapes spread along a 5-mile stretch. The remains found dated to more than 9,500 years ago, meaning that this civilization was lost at around the end of the Ice Age. Debris recovered from the site included construction material, pottery, beads, sculptures, and even bones. Scientists argue whether these artifacts are indeed from the site, but if they truly are, then the lost city of Cambay would be the oldest civilization in the world. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if...
Wow, don't that just put things into perspective? You know what I mean? I just keep thinking about that city, man. When you hear stories like that, you go to putting yourself in those people's shoes of thinking about how they woke up that morning, how frightened they was to feel the world shake like that. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it, bro. We so fascinated on what's going on in space and getting to Mars and all that type of stuff. I'm fascinated too. But bro, we got to prepare ourselves for, you know what I mean? And I get some people are saying that's why they're doing that, just in case something bad happens here. But let us know. You know what I mean? Let us know what the plans are and what could, if this happens, then what we should do. You know, I feel like, you know, when you stay in a hotel room and they got those evacuation things on the door, I feel like everybody needs like that in their home of what we need to do in the case of a catastrophic event. You know, and some of y'all gonna be like, ain't much you can do. I get it, but it still would make me feel better. If I had something, piece of paper, you know what I mean? Pacify me. That's all I'm saying. Pacify me. Gosh, you know? But y'all get at me in the comment section, man, and let me know what you thought of this video, man. 5 sunken cities. 5. I know y'all may be like, that ain't that many. That's a lot. 5 is a lot. That's a lot. 5 sunken cities that look like they are from Aquaman. All right? Y'all leave a like, man. Share the video and stick around and stay tuned. Until next one, I'm gone. Peace.